Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Renaissance here. Basically, this is the first episode of Renaissance Radio, if you will. Episode. I mean, I don't know if you call radio an episode, but I'm gonna call it an episode. And today, there's a couple of different things I want to talk about. I really want to just formally introduce myself, to the people out there who already are familiar with Renaissance, and also those of you who don't know that much about me, and what I'm trying to do here. Basically today though, one topic is going to be just gay hip hop in general, and I just want to put out there my opinion of gay hip hop or out hip hop. To me, I think people get confused when they hear, those words together. Some people feel like there's no place for gays in hip hop. Others feel like, is gay hip hop a genre, or out hip hop, is that a genre? Like, is it something different? Like, and I feel like hip hop in general is a means of expression, that is particularly useful for those of us who are from urban areas. You know what I mean? So like we speak a certain way, we dress a certain way, we have a certain I don't want to say swag. We have a certain swag about ourselves that lends itself to hip hop. But honestly, I think anybody can do hip hop, like from the dorkiest nerd from wherever to Mr. Cool Suave from wherever else. I think anyone, everybody who has a story can really get on a mic and do hip hop. And as a lesbian, as someone part of the life, like I feel like I have tons to talk about. Like, I mean, I still haven't done the track about some of the experience I went through coming out. I know I talked about some of the funny stuff, as far as, I mean, some of you have listened to What to Do With It. That song, What to Do With It, I mean, I'm going to get into the music a little bit later, but that is me talking about, the awkward parts of coming out and everything. But there are also some like painful parts of it. So I've like kind of yet to delve into that, so I like I was saying, like I really think that hip hop is really for everyone, and gays and lesbians most certainly have a story to tell, and talent is talent. So if you have a story and you have a really nice way of putting it together, and you can write, and you can, if you could do beats, or somebody who get your beats popping off, and you got flow and all that, then why not? Why feel like you can't do it just because some famous hip-hop guy is calling you a fag, or calling you something, calling you out of your name, etc. Forget about that. Just do you. So yeah, that's my feeling about gay hip-hop, out hip-hop. Like, if you nice, you nice. It doesn't even matter if you're gay or straight or whatever. Switching gears a little bit about how I got into music, etc. Really, it all started off for me with poetry. Like, in high school, I was part of this underground like poets group called Subterranean. Lucky for me, I was able to go away to school, so it doesn't take away from my street credibility, darling. No, but yes, I did go to boarding school. So for all of y'all who want to be like Eminem and come battle me or whatever, that's not a challenge. But for all of you who do want to try that, please. The whole Clarence went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Don't sleep on private school heads. There's plenty of people in hip hop who went to college and everything like that. So just a note to the kids out there, man, stay in school. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not G to stay in school. They're full of shit. Okay, because what's not G is being broke and being like, dang, I wish I had some education so I could do something with my life. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I was in a underground poetry group. I started doing talent shows, and I did like the whole spoken word thing, snap fingers thing. I was in a band, Urban Melee. My boy Harrison, big ups, shout out to Harrison and John. I played drums. It was really cool. We had a nice vibe and everything, and I was also in other bands in school, so playing keyboards, etc. And that's when I really wanted to start getting into DJing and just really electronic music in general. So I really don't want to take too long talking about my past too much, but that's kind of the foundation. I was writing a lot as a kid, and I definitely felt like left out Because unlike some people nowadays, like I really wasn't out to everybody. I definitely stayed in the closet for a while. It was a glass closet. I mean, everybody could see my gay ass in there, but either way, I was still in the closet. And so a lot of my writing was about these intense friendships I had. So you ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you had a friend in high school who was like, you wanted her to be your girlfriend, but you didn't really know how that was gonna work. So anyway, that was my experience. So, and then hip hop, like, I guess it was when I would buy bootleg CDs, and sometimes they would have instrumentals, right? So I would get the instrumentals and then try and do my own verses on them. And, so after that, it just, you know, like, I got more serious about it. I was just writing. And then once I got my hands on some software, like in college, I'm a media arts major, so once I got my hands on some software, it was a wrap, you know, because then it's like, dang, you know, if you could do beats, you could do your own beats. You don't have to hit somebody else up. You don't have to come out of pocket and give somebody else your money for their whack ass beats. Like, you could just do your own stuff and decide how long you're gonna make the hook go for, and how you're gonna switch it up at the bridge. And you could just do anything, you know, when you do it all from the ground up, you know. So that's really what Renaissance is about. So it's not really me referring to myself in the third person. It's just Renaissance as the word, like, beyond Renny Sanz, there's Renaissance, which means like you do it all. Like, you have your hands in just about anything. So about like some of the songs that I've made now, like I've actually gotten a lot of responses from, which is kind of weird to me, because on my MySpace this song doesn't get that much play, but somehow because some friends of mine or whatever have some copies in circulation, and it's Tear Stains on my pillow, the song about like domestic violence and lesbian relationships. And it really happens more than you would think. Like, a lot of times people think that domestic violence is always like a man towards a woman, and it's really not the case. And that definitely goes on in our community. And honestly, ladies, that shit gotta stop. Like, really, if you raising your hand towards your girl, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So just cut it out. And your girl, you can go tell your girlfriend, Renaissance said you ain't shit because you put your hands on me. Go ahead, tell her that, because really she's not. You know, you are a woman too. I don't care how like rah rah rah, you know, you feel you are because you're wearing like rah rah rah, but you should not be like rah 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 on your girl's face. Like, that shit is not cute. You know, so, and you know, violence is not just physical. It can be verbal abuse, etc., etc. So let's just be easy with each other, you know. Like, the world hates on us enough as it is. So, you know. Anyway, I already knew that the first webisode episode, whatever, if you will, was gonna be close to the 10-minute mark, and all of them after that, you know, will probably be a little bit less. I don't like to repeat myself over and over again. One of the things I definitely hate when I go on other people's like YouTubes and videos and is when they like go on and on and on, like on and on, repeating themselves over and over again. So that's not something that I plan on doing. Yeah, so I talked a little bit about gay hip hop, how I got into the game a little bit, like my background and everything, and a little bit I touched on about Tear Stains on the Pillow. Next time, I definitely want to talk to y'all about the process and what's next in store for Renaissance and what we're gonna be doing here at EQ Records, etc. So, really, if you want more updates, check out myspace.com/Renaissance. That's RENNYSANZ. Or you can hit up the blog renaissance.blogspot.com. There's updates over there. So, and also if you have any questions, just renaissance@gmail.com. Really, I'll hit you back, you know, as soon as possible and everything. So, but before I go, I do have one question to pose to the rest of you guys, and that is like, what do you think about this idea of gay hip hop or out hip hop? Like, there are tons of gay artists that are doing hip hop right now. And do you feel like, because we all consume hip hop in one form or another, do you think it matters to you if that person is gay or straight? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you, if there was an out hip hop artist right now, would you be supporting them because they dope or because they're gay? So yeah, that's it. Renaissance signing off. Peace and love. 1.